G'day guys, thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard and today is a Shop With Me haul reveal. So here I am over at the Sscope Incorporated thrift store here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Basically, the Sscope Incorporated thrift store is a social enterprise that it does outreach for people in the northern end of Winnipeg. And basically they're helping people with mental illnesses, empowering them with opportunities to volunteer here so that they have work experience and get them back into the job force. So basically all behind me here is the thrift store, and I'm in my favorite corner of Sscope Incorporated. Of course, I'm here with all the toys. So I'm going to be doing a shop with me first and sort of checking out some cool things. I'm also testing out my very cool Video Mic Me in the wild here. So there's a lot of things for me to look at. There's a lot of things that I want to maybe purchase and help support the store, obviously, and hopefully the haul reveal following this will be just as enjoyable. So thanks so much for visiting Richard's Corner, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this particular shop with me. So here we go. We're checking out all the cool things here at Sscope Incorporated. There's a lot of books and neat things here. And there's a lot of preschool toys, a lot of books again. And now this shelf really intrigues me here because I've got a bunch of all these types of figures that really, you know, I love the Smurf. I think I already have that one though. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle I think I'm going to snag right now because that's just a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So I've got to snag that. I think I see another one over here. I don't know how I'm going to hold my camera and shop at the same time, so hopefully I can pull this off. I see a really cool Stitch here. I see a King Pig. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh, a Stormtrooper stuffy. I gotta get that. And let's see what else I have here. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool things. There's this really creepy guy. I don't know what that is, but I think that's coming home with me today. I see a Spiderman something. It looks like a Pez dispenser, but I don't think it is. Some SpongeBob stuff, which is gonna stay here. Sorry, SpongeBob. That's not SpongeBob himself, but that's from the show. So lots of preschool stuff here. There's a lot of cool items on the floor here, and then the shelves are just overflowing with all kinds of stuff here. There's some interesting knickknacks and finds all over the place here. Really cool. I see a bunch of Jack Sparrows here. I'm kind of curious about that. Cannibal Jack. So that's him in his makeup when he's checking out the native island over in one of the movies there from Dead Man's Chest. Lots of really cute stuffies. Oh, I like that dinosaur. I think this guy's going to come home with me too. Nice tie Beanie Babies here. Really cool. There's lots of stuff here. Now, Angela runs the store here, and she is just an awesome coordinator. She runs this and another store on Main Street here in Winnipeg, and basically just really giving people an opportunity to get back into society. And you know, with people with mental illness, you never really realize just how much it affects people until you sort of come to stores like this and see all the wonderful work they're trying to do with these volunteers and give them opportunities. They also run different programs here that give people work experience opportunities as well. So there's a snow clearing service, there's a yard maintenance service that they also run here, the association Sscope, and yeah, so it's really cool. They've got a really cool amount of stuff here, but holy cow, there's so many things to look at. So I'm going to cut away, guys. I'm going to sort of put some things in a basket for me to shop with, and I'm going to continue this shop with me. Okay, so I've moved on to a different part of the store here, and as you can see, the aisles are quite deep and quite high, and they always have some really awesome stuff. Lots of household stuff in aisles over here, but this is this aisle speaks to me because I love office supplies. I won't buy any office supplies. I don't really need any, but this is certainly a place to come for some stuff if I really need it. But what really draws me over to this corner here is that they have board games and movies here. So just looking at all the board games, I don't really have a lot of room for board games. That's why I collect more of the action figure-y stuff. But sometimes, like, if I see a really cool box of something that might interest me, then I will sort of pick it up here. But I don't see anything of extreme interest. That's a growing crystal thing. That's kind of cool. Like a lot of VHS. I don't collect VHS tapes. Mostly because of space. Otherwise, I would probably be wrestling with a movie collection of that sort too. Got some really cool CDs here, CDs and tapes, more boxes of games up here, but nothing that really speaks to me as far as you know, something to add to the collection today. Lots of CDs. Don't really buy CDs that often anymore with digital things here, but now here we go. Movies, always intriguing here. Let's see anything that really speaks to me. Whenever I go to thrift stores here, I always look for like movie packs, because this is really good value. When you go to a thrift store and you see multiple movies in one pack, they still sell it as one DVD. So when you see multiple movies in a pack, usually it's something to pick up. So I'm just going to sort of go through the this rack here and see if I see anything cool. Don't really see anything today though. I'm usually a sucker for anything with certain actors or anything sci-fi. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the okay, Sister Wives. Oh, okay. I didn't even know they had DVDs. Okay. Not really seeing a lot today, but I've hauled stuff here before, and there's all kinds of. This is actually my current haul right now, so I'm not doing too badly here. So there's some awesome books up here. Look at that. Okay, yeah, books are $1. CDs and DVDs are only $1. So I mean, yeah, you can't really go wrong if you find a movie pack for like, you know, with 4 or 5 movies contained inside, and you pay only $1 for it. That's actually a really good deal. So checking out the books here. Yeah, this is a really awesome place. It can be very dangerous. So I don't know if you saw my haul, not haul, but I was on a thrift store tour back in 2017, late 2017, and I joined a bunch of ladies on a school bus, and we went on a thrift store tour. I'm going to link that in my video today. And Sscope Incorporated was just one of the 4 stores we went to. It was such an awesome time. So today kind of pays homage to that day, because I had such a good time here, and I'm just sort of visiting these stores that I haven't been to since that thrift store tour. So here I am in the men's section, just checking out the clothes, and sometimes you get lucky, you know, like often, you know, I often buy a lot of my clothing at thrift stores, Value Village mostly, but on the thrift store tour, I think I found like 5 or 6 different dress shirts, so you never really know what you'll find. It really is a law of averages though, guys. If you go more often, you will find stuff. You just have to sort of be willing to root through the piles and sort of see what you see. But they have pants, they have shirts, they have some pretty awesome selection for a thrift store, so not bad at all. As I continue through the store here, I can't believe they have a whole set of snowboards here, which is really cool. Lots of outdoor gear here, which is really impressive actually. I didn't even know that they would carry that kind of stuff. Got a nice little BMX bike, lots of picture frames, lots of electronics. I'm not sure if you're going to hear the fan here, but there's a you can see the fire going off there as they try to keep the store nice and warm, which it is. It's very nice and toasty in here today. Some skates, lots of skates, some crutches. A lot of household stuff here. It really does help the community out. When people are donating gently used items, people here in this end of the city are often lower income families as well. So you know, if they really do need household items, these are like just really good knickknacks to be able to buy in a pinch. You know, if you need a pot, if you need a pan, you know, it's supporting the community as well as supporting the store as they continue to fund their awesome programs as their community outreach here. So, and of course, lots of knickknacks for just your shelf and stuff like that too, of course. Just more stuff. And some really cool things in here. There's some pretty stuff in here, look at that. You can just sort of see the scope, no pun intended, of this thrift store here. Lots of cool shoes. Not for me, but some shoes. Oh, some boots if you really need them. And then of course just the more household stuff here. Lots of mattresses. They even have brand new mattresses apparently starting from $100, which is really helpful. So really cool stuff here. So we finished off my shopping today. That's the front of the Scope Incorporated store, and this is Richard signing off from the Shop With Me part of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got my haul right here. I'm gonna haul reveal it right now, and thanks for following along today. I hope my mic hasn't been giving me any kind of static problems or feedback problems or RF interference. It's a really cold day here in Winnipeg today, so I'm going to get back into my vehicle and get this home and do a little bit more filming with today's haul. Thanks for tuning into Richard's Corner, guys. I'll see you inside. So welcome back, guys. Now that we are inside and we can take a look at all of the awesome items from my friends over at the Scope Incorporated Thrift Store here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, I can share with you what I found out about these online, a little bit with pricing on the bottom, but I mean just my own thoughts on the awesome haul today. So I'm going to start off with this awesome little Stormtrooper hat to take him home. Now this is a nice little 6-inch mini clip plush, and it actually talks. Drop the weapon now. That's awesome. One more. We're taking you into custody. So if you have watched the new Star Wars movies, Force Awakens and or Last Jedi, you know that the First Order Stormtroopers, this is their look versus the old original Stormtroopers or the clone troopers. This is the next generation of Stormtroopers, a very fierce guard for the First Order versus the Republic, versus the Empire. So really awesome troopers in the movie. I'm a big fan of Stormtroopers in general, but finding the oversized, deformed pop style plush was really cool. So it's missing the Star Wars authentic tag, but this is obviously a clip hanger. So really nice condition, decent condition anyway. A little bit of loose threads here and there and a little bit of cleaning up that needs to be done on it, but otherwise in really intact condition. So really happy to find that nice it's called an underground Stormtrooper dwarf talking 6-inch mini clip plush right there. Bringing this little one into focus here. This is obviously Snoopy, very recognizable, and he is in his ace aviator pilot outfit here. Not in the full gear because he's not wearing a jacket here, but you can sort of see on the tag here that this is actually from the Peanuts movie, and but I couldn't find an exact listing on eBay for this exact same figure. The pricing here reflects similar plushes that are online, but I mean this is just a really cute one. I couldn't just leave him on the shelf there. Really cute little paws and an awesome little scarf, and then of course you have his great green hood and his aviator glasses there. They are stitched so that you can't put him over his eyes, which is okay. But you can recognize him as the ace pilot Snoopy as he chases down the Red Baron on top of his awesome little doghouse. So this really speaks to my childhood, even though this is from the new movie. This iconic Snoopy still speaks to me on many levels. So in really good condition, really nice and fuzzy and soft. An awesome little Peanuts movie version of Snoopy, ace pilot aviator right there. Hi there. Now this really, it takes up the entire frame, this big guy. This is actually from McDonald's. It's a Skylanders McDonald's toy from 2015. This is actually from Skylanders Trap Team, and his name is Food Fight. Obviously, he shoots a projectile, some sort of food projectile from this gun. Has a spring-loaded release here, so whatever projectile would come in, would click in there, would be released with that button. So it's missing the projectile, obviously, but it is in really good condition. I love just that expression on his face, though. That is an awesome little figure. Even though the detailing is fairly minimal, he's got some strokes in his hair, which is really nice, actually. And this is one of the mini Skylanders in Trap Team. I haven't actually played that particular game, but basically it's if you don't know what Skylanders are, they're basically action figures with a little base, and the base has a little chip, and you put that base on a portal that hooks into your game system, whether it's on the Wii or the PlayStation or the Xbox, and the character on that base actually comes to life on the screen. So it was popular for a little while. It's sort of the following has quite diminished, and it's because it was very expensive. You had to buy new figures all the time. So it was kind of neat that McDonald's released its own line of toys that promote promoted the Skylanders game, and this is just one of them. So 2015 food fight McDonald's toy from the Skylanders Trap Team Happy Meal toys right there. Jumping 1 year later, this is from 2016, another Skylanders oriented set. This is from Skylanders Superchargers, which is actually more of a racing game versus the adventure game with these jumping characters. This particular one is Shark Shooter, and I believe I may have hauled him before, and but I don't mind finding a double of him. This one actually had some sticker decals attached to it, and obviously it's been ripped off. It's been well loved, this toy, obviously. I'd probably take a little bit of cleaner to sort of remove that, just to sort of clean it up and just sort of give it its clean finish. Minimal details on this little guy, but it still represents Shark Shooter really well. I love, again, the contrasting gray and orange against this awesome red and orange vehicle with the gold wheels and base. So really neat. It is just a rolling kind of car. It's not a pullback or anything like that, but still kind of an awesome and unique toy to be included in Richard's Corner's Skylander collection. So again, 2016 Skylander Supercharger McDonald's Happy Meal toy. This is Shark Shooter. So I've hauled one of these before. This is another 2014 McDonald's Spiderman 2 spinning top. And one of my awesome viewers, Lisa, she commented in the video that I've carded up here that this is actually very easy to spin. You basically spin it at a 45-degree angle, make the base spin, and it will spin the top. I will try to risk it here and see if I can get it to spin a little bit. Oh yes, I do. Nice. That's awesome, actually. Whew, that's awesome. I wasn't able to demonstrate that the first time I hauled it because I had no idea how to get it to spin. But she said basically you just hold it at a 45-degree angle, rub it against the ground, and it spins, and while it spins you just sort of place it on its base and it'll sort of float across the table. So that's actually really cool. I still admired the amount of detail that they put in Spidey on the top of the top. Classic pose, but you can sort of see that it is from the Spider-Man 2 movie right there with the logo there, the way that his the logo on the it's the cinematic version of Spider-Man versus him from the comics. So a really nice again 2014 McDonald's Spider-Man 2 spinning top for this haul today from my friends over at Sscope Incorporated. Pretty awesome. So we have two different Raphaels from my haul today. I've picked them up first thing when I was at Sscope this morning, and so this particular one is a 2016 TMNT McDonald's Happy Meal toy, and it has a little bit of a handle on the back, so it does this little really cool ninja punching action. Boom, 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 boom. Block, boom, block, punch. So a really nice figure, though. I mean, like, he's got that really awesome, fierce look to Raphael there. There are no accessories for this. It simply has that action, that punching action. So the limitation of these characters, although it has some really cool action this way, it doesn't lend itself to any kind of posing. In fact, it's oddly weighted, so I have to balance it either on the back, on one foot or the other, for it to actually stand, which is kind of unusual. But when you look at it up close, it is really a sharp figure. I mean, it's really nicely painted. It captures the intensity of the TMNT gang. His size are on the back as he fights hand to hand with this action. Really nice version of him, just a little bit difficult to stand up. He's actually leaning on one of the other characters on the table here so that I can show him to you. So again, a 2016 TMNT McDonald's Happy Meal. This is again Raphael. So this Raphael is actually many years before. This is actually 2007, so an 11-year-old Raphael toy from McDonald's, again, from the Teenage Mutant Ninja TMNT line. This one has a different kind of action. He actually has a kicking action. So if you... sorry, let's see if I can get this right. Yes, there we go. So if you twist his body, he actually has a ninja kick to him, which is kind of cool. If I paste him right in the camera, that looks really cool. That'll like boom right there in your face. So that's a really neat Ninja Turtle character. I love that ninja kick. That looks really cool, even just as a pose right there. That's really neat. It would be terrible to try to pose that and stand it up, but dynamically it is a very cool pose. Now that also lends itself again to some weird balancing problems here, because to display him you have to sort of click his body in a certain way and make sure his leg is in a certain position. It does click. It's not really supposed to, but being a display collector like myself versus, actually playing with this guy, I have to sort of position him in a way that he doesn't fall over. He can be balanced, but once you start using him as a toy versus a display, you do have to rebalance him so he stands up again. So that's the only minus here. But I mean, I have to say that this particular version of Raphael is just a little bit more detailed. I love the texturing in his shell. Again, the detail back here is really cool. A little bit more minimalized on the 2016 character there. So this is a really primo McDonald's figure, and you can sort of see it's a little bit more based on the retro TMNT versus the animated series. This is more based, it almost looks like the comic series. So I don't lean on one or the other. I just think they're equally cool, but really nice to find kind of more of a retro figure versus the newer one. So again, 2007 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle TMNT character. This is again Raphael from that series. Now this little guy is Caillou from the PBS series of the same name. Caillou is an awesome baby brother that goes on his little adventures at home with a really loving parents and a really cute baby sister. He's just a kid. He acts just like a kid, and but he's a very charming little guy. This one is actually a pajama version of him, and he is usually sold in a lot. So he actually gets sold with his baby sister, and then he also has another version of him with sort of a robe. So this PJ one is usually sold in a set. So the pricing here reflects the set. I couldn't find any other information about him being sold individually, but it is really cute. There is no articulation. This is more of a display figure, and I'm not sure if this was really easy to find. Hence the high pricing online here. I think it is actually from PBS. I don't know. If you know more about it, please leave me a comment. But this is a really, really nice figure. I mean, it's got that Schleich plastic, old style plastic, like just a nice, not rubbery feel, but like a really solid plastic. No articulation, unfortunately, but really beautifully detailed and beautifully painted. This particular one has been well loved. Looks like it's a year 2000. Ooh, it's actually quite old. So almost 18 years old, I guess. So this is, very vintage almost, but it has been well loved. It's got a little bit of scuffing here, but still in really cute condition. I didn't watch Caillou too much, but I did watch it a little bit with my now oldest son, who liked watching a little bit of cartoons with me in the mornings. And Caillou was one of them. So a really cute year 2000 Caillou pajama version of this little guy right there. Now this dashing guy is, if you don't recognize him, he's actually the villain from Disney's Tarzan back in 1999. This is very retro. Now, he has some unusual articulation. His arms are fixed together, and when you release this button, I guess his arm should go down. But however, the button, it does lock up, but the button doesn't release his arms. Oh, it sort of does, but I'm not sure what kind of action he does that. I don't remember him doing this pounding action in the movie, so I'm not sure what the significance of that particular action is. But yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. But as a molded figure, this is a really cool character. The way his face is molded is amazing. Like, look at that nose, the eyes, the twisty mustache, his smile. That's a really nice looking character. Like the little poof scarf thing that he's got, and then his awesome hunting gear. Really nice, regal kind of hunting garb that he's got on here. I love the brown boots and everything. This is a really nicely done figure. Look at that. Look at the little rivets on the sides of his shields here. this is just a really nice figure. 1999, they made some really awesome Tarzan figures. And when I was looking on eBay to see this series, Jane has done really well. Tarzan himself has done well. His animal friends are awesome. Like, this is a great set to collect. So I'm going to definitely keep my eye out for more of these. So again, this is from 1999. This is Clayton, the villain from Disney's Tarzan, and this was from a McDonald's Happy Meal series. Really awesome figure. All right. Now this creepy guy, this breaks my heart, okay? Because you're going to see in the B-reel that I used to close my video that it was still intact. And while I was testing the articulation on this, I broke the arm off. Oh, I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, that's where the ball joint is. I thought that it was a ball joint, but obviously not. It's just a joint that goes up and down like this. And I broke his arm off. Oh, so I'm going to try to use some plastic bond glue, like a crazy glue for plastic, to try to mend him so that he will stand again. But I will just sort of show you what he kind of looks like. I'm gonna drop his arm here and just sort of show you what he looks like. I have no idea who this is. I could not find any information online. I didn't even know what to search for. There's no markings of it being a Bakugan or a Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever. It's not a Pokemon, definitely, and it is way creepy. So, like, just, yeah, there's an amazing amount of extra detailing in his hair here. He's bubbling out of the ground or something. He's got these awesome, gross red tentacles. I mean, this is a fierce character. It'd be more fierce if he had two arms instead of one. If this guy didn't break the arm off, man, I'm so mad at myself. Anyway, but just that aside, if you just look at him up close, look at the amount of detail. I'm so happy the light catches that. Look at the teeth and his tongue. Like, I have no idea who this is. If you know, please leave me a comment. I want to know who this is, and I am going to repair him. But in the B-reel that you see to close the video, you will see him standing free here. And yeah, I think this is probably my chase, despite me breaking its arm off. This is my chase figure for this awesome haul from my friends over at Sscope Incorporated. So a really creepy guy. If you know anything about him, please leave me a comment. But this will close my haul today. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for this video, and this B-reel that I'm showing you is a little rough, but it's actually testing out a brand new gimbal that I purchased for my iPhone 6s Plus that I use for all my recordings, and I'm hoping that these panning motions and everything that I'm practicing with it is going to, lend itself to some really awesome just ending shots and just sort of a polished kind of look to my videos. I'm also hoping that I'm going to use this gimbal out in the wild while I'm shopping so that my shop with me videos will be less shaky and a little bit more like a professional camera. So stay tuned for another video for that. I'm going to do an unboxing so you guys can see what I picked up. I picked it up from the Facebook Marketplace. I'm really excited about it, hence why I've got this end screen that is like all these panning shots. So I hope you like it, and I hope you can appreciate the effort I'm trying to put into the channel so that I can up my game and keep up with you awesome YouTube creators out here. So again, it's Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. I'm going to wish you happy hunting and happy collecting, and I hope that all of your finds, whether they're thrifty or otherwise, are equally awesome. Please check out the information that I've linked below to Sscope Incorporated. They are an awesome organization. What they do to help people with mental illnesses really touches me, so I hope that it will make an impact on you as well. I hope you'll hit like and subscribe so that you will keep in touch with me so you know what is new and happening here on Richard's Corner, and please consider hitting that little bell icon so that you are instantly notified when something new has been uploaded here. I so appreciate your visit, guys. I cannot be here without you. Your likes, your subs, your comments, and love is so appreciated here. Again, it's Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. We will see you next time. Thanks again for visiting Richard's Corner, guys.